Here is question number 10 on average rate of change. Which is not an example of average rate of change? Explain why. A is average height of players on a basketball team is 2.1. Is it an example of average rate of change or not? B. The class average on the last test was 75%. C is the value of Canadian dollar fell from 0.98 US dollar in the last 6 months. D is approximately 5 meters of snow fell over a 6-hour period. Now if you look at it, A, average height of player on the basketball team is 2.1. It is not an example of average rate of change. Well, we can't say how the height is changing, right? So this is not an example of average rate of change. So this is one of the correct ones for us, which are not examples of average rate of change. This is not an example of average rate of change. The next one is the class average on the last test was 75. Here also we don't know what is changing over what period. So this is also not an example of average rate of change. C is value of Canadian dollar fell from 0.98 US dollar in last 6 months. But we don't know to which value, fell from this to what, and therefore it also does not represent average rate of change. The last one is approximately 5 meters of snow fell over a 6-hour period. So this actually represents average rate of change, since we know change in snowfall, right, and over the period of time. So this is average rate of change. So the only example of average rate of change is the last one. First three are not example of average rate of change. I hope that makes things clear. Thank you and all the best.